Hey everyone, it's me. I'm back, Miss VSG or Charlene. I'm much happier this week because, as I mentioned last week, after upping my protein, like my doctor told me, and upping my calories, which I had totally wrong, I'm finally reaching a sense of normalcy here in my life. Whatever that could be, I don't know. I'm 2 months out this week. On the 10th of January, today's the 6th or 7th, I think. On the 10th of January, I'll be exactly 2 months post-op. So here I am, and the numbers. So last week, I weighed in at 222. This week, I weighed in at 218. So that's like I think it's like a 3.8, or I can't remember with the ounces and everything. It's like a 3 to 4 pound loss. So that's good. I just wanted to talk about how important it is, you guys, to not only keep your calories down and your protein up, but also at sometimes keep your calories up while keeping your protein up, but making sure it's the right kind of calories. I'm been really good about like not having any carbs at all, even though I know that I could like physically tolerate them right now. It's so important, you guys, that we don't, I don't want to say you or I, because we're all in this together, that we don't eat things like potatoes and rice and breads and even crackers, because our sleeves are so small that we need to fill it with as much nutrients as we can. And yes, like obviously whole grain crackers and breads and things like that have nutrients in them, but obviously not as much as proteins and fruits and veggies and things like that. And I know that everybody's nutritionist has different guidelines and stuff, but I feel that my nutritionist guideline, I mean, I see people out there who say seriously that their nutritionists recommend, or not recommend, but are okay with like mashed potatoes and stuff in the pureed stage. Like how is that even okay? I mean, I just think about how I would be if I could get my hands on some mashed potatoes and it was okay by my nutritionist, and I know that I would just instantly like gulp that up. And my, like, starchy foods like even peas and like potatoes and carrots and other carbs and things like that, they're so sticky and starchy once you like chew them up that it's like I don't even have an appetite for it right now at this point, and I'm glad for that. But obviously there's some carbs in fruits and vegetables, but not near as many as like refined carbs and things like that. And people say that after surgery, food will no longer be so important to you in your life like it was before, and I beg to differ. I find that food is even more important to me now, or the quality of, I should say, is, and content and things like that is more important to me now than it ever was before. Before I was like even thinking about having surgery, when I was pre-op and all that, I would skip so many meals. On my days off, I would sleep in and I would miss breakfast sometimes, and then I'd just have like a small lunch, maybe a snack, and then a humongous dinner and go to sleep. And it's just like now I am actually worried more about, okay, when is it going to be time to eat again? Am I going to have what I need? Where am I going to be? Will I be able to eat? For example, today, I had to help a good friend of mine go to the doctor's, and she has a 3-month-old, and She needed to be alone with the doctor while she was getting examined for what she was getting examined. And she needed me to help her look after the baby in the waiting room. And I knew that we were going to go 2 towns over to Okatee, South Carolina. And that we'd probably run over the time where it was time to eat, which, by the way, I eat every 3 hours or 3 hours and a half or so. So it ends up, my days are long at work, so I end up eating 4 to 5 times a day, which my nutritionist is over the moon about. She likes that. Anyway, and I was thinking to myself as I was getting ready about food, and I was thinking, okay, if I eat now, 3.5 hours later, where am I going to be? Am I going to be still at the doctor's office, or am I going to be on the road? If we decide to go out to eat, what are we gonna eat? And over the holidays, I met my boyfriend's family, which also was another opportunity to be going out and eating at other people's houses. And, you know, not everyone is going to know right off the bat that you had surgery unless you announce it to everyone, which I don't. And so, anyway, today is January 6th or 7th. Obviously, you guys know the holidays just passed. There was a lot of going out to eat, and once again, I'm worried. What am I going to be eating? When am I going to be eating? Things like that is you know. So today we ended up going to a Thai place, and I ended up ordering a chicken and vegetable curry without the rice. I ate it was a lunch portion, and at this particular restaurant, the portions are very small. I ended up eating about half, reserved the other half for a later dinner. Right now, it's been a few hours since I'm now snacking on Premier Protein. And this is probably the only protein shake I'll ever have, because it's even like non-surgical people around me, like my boyfriend and like friends and family have been like, can I have a sip? And I'll let them try it. And they're like, oh, that's actually really good. Like, guys, seriously, try Premier Protein. The other times that we went out to eat, I ended up getting stuff like seared tuna, which is packed full of protein with, you know, vegetables. I ended up getting, another time we went for another curry, and once again I ordered without rice. There's so many options, you guys, and you know, you can always ask for a to-go box or whatever, so you know, you never have to be afraid of like going out to eat. You can certainly eat, you just have to make sure that you're documenting what you're doing. You're making sure you're eating your protein first, and that you're choosing, you know, like good protein. I don't order any like fried stuff or anything. Everything's always grilled or baked or seared or whatever, you know. And I just wanted to show you guys, I know that this video is getting a little long. The last thing I wanted to show you guys is what I'm eating, because the most astounding thing to me was this 4-pound loss. I think it's been like my largest loss in 1 week since having surgery and all that stuff. So quickly, for breakfast, I will normally have 1 or 2 slices of Jenny O turkey bacon. It's good. It has 30 calories per slice, only 2.5 grams of fat, no carbs, obviously, and 2 grams of protein per slice. So that's good. And I also will scramble some egg whites. And I buy this, the all whites, 100% liquid egg whites. It's cholesterol free. It's they say 3 tablespoons of this equals 1 egg white from a large egg. It's 25 calories, obviously 0 carbs. There's no fat, no cholesterol. There's 5 grams of protein per 3 tablespoons. And I actually will do 6 tablespoons to do like 2 egg whites scrambled. And I'll probably scramble it with some vegetables. Like I even did some cherry tomatoes the other day and some garlic. I even had it for lunch one day, and I scrambled in some of this pink salmon, like chicken of the sea packets. You guys, these are awesome. You can get the tuna or the salmon. I like the salmon one, and the tuna, really, but salmon is what I'm on right now. For a whole pouch, which there's no way in hell any of us could eat a whole pouch, but in 1 whole pouch, there's 70 calories. 2 grams of fat, let me see, no carbs, obviously, and 13 grams of protein. But I eat probably like a third or half of this, depending on what I'm eating it with. And it's really good. For a snack, I'll probably have one of these 100 cal Chobani Greek yogurts. If not, I'll probably have like half a cup of Faye 2% or 1% plain yogurt with like 4 or 5 blueberries or raspberries or whatever. I'll obviously snack on my Premier Protein, and that's really good. And also, I just got these last week, the mini Baby Bell cheeses, and this is the light one. And I want to say, don't quote me on this, I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure it's like 25 to 30 calories per one of these. Very low fat, no carb, and like 5 grams of protein. Anyway, so with all of this, and this is just an example, obviously for dinner, like I'll do like chicken breast and veggies, or like last night I had grilled steak, like skirt steak, and I had baba ganoush, which is like an eggplant puree that I had, kind of like hummus. And I had 1 piece of grilled broccolini, which is like the very long and skinny broccoli. Obviously because I want protein to be my #1 priority. The protein was like 3 ounces. And like tonight I'm gonna have salmon fillet and some more of that broccolini. It's gonna be good. And yeah, and you know, I pack everything for lunch. I'm a nurse. Like, I pack everything before I go to work, either the night before or morning of, usually the night before, so that I'll just be able to like just grab and go and just snack. And yeah, I mean, do what you gotta do to get your protein and calories in. Everything seems to be working out now that I've upped my calories. I've stayed between right around the ballpark of 750 to like 920 in calories. My nutritionist said, like I said in the last video, to do minimum 800 calories, which I was shocked to hear, and maximum 1,000 calories. So I'm just gonna cut this video off now because I'm like at 12 minutes and 40 seconds. Oh, but before I go, just like for my records and so that you guys see too, I'm gonna throw in a little body shot here in a second. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for keeping up with me, for subscribing, for commenting and liking, and some of you have added me to my FitnessPal and Facebook and things like that. And you guys are seriously like my family, away from my family. Not a lot of people around here who have had surgery or know even much about the surgery, like I say at like every video. Thank you so much. Please keep you know, bugging me and like adding me and stuff like that, because it makes me happy and I love to track you guys and see you guys and what you're doing. So I'll see you guys next week for the next video.